Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. In my last fragrance review, I showed you what I think currently is the best alternative to Kilian's Angel Share on the markets from the House of Zimaya Sharaf blend. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I think currently is your second best option when it comes to an alternative to Angel Share from Fragrance World Cocktail Intense. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the scent profile of this fragrance, and I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on how good Cocktail Intense actually is. Cocktail Intense from Fragrance World comes packaged in this black colored box with sort of a golden accents to it. Also, on almost all of the sides except for the back and the bottom, there's this sort of a pattern on the box. You'll probably be able to see it on the camera. The bottle actually has the same pattern on it, but I'll show you that in a second. On the top, you got the logo of Fragrance World. On the front, the name of the fragrance, the concentration, EDP, the bottle size, 100 milliliters. Some additional information on the back, along with a sticker of authenticity. And on the bottom, there's also a production date. The production date of my bottle is March of 2023. And then this is how the bottle looks. As I told you, again, you got that same pattern on it. Looks a little bit like shattered glass, something like that, cracked glass. You have a logo, the logo of the name of the fragrance on the front. On the bottom, there's some sort of a sticker. The cap is made out of plastic, feels kind of cheap, it's light, but the one good thing is that it says snug fit sometimes. And then there's the again the fragrance logo on the atomizer itself. Before I keep going with this video, guys, if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, because that helps the growth of my channel, and that also motivates me to bring more useful content for you. Okay, so let's talk about the scent of Cocktail Intense from Fragrance World. I'll show you the sprayer in action. Now, the sprayer is decent, but one thing I don't like about it is the fact that it doesn't put a lot of juice out. So sometimes you're probably going to have to adjust the number of sprays when you're using Cocktail Intense. Okay, now onto the scent profile. Immediately after spraying, you definitely, if you don't know what this fragrance is, definitely pick up. And also if you're familiar with the way that the original Angel Share smells, you'll immediately pick up what this is trying to be. The opening is quite intense, quite sweet, with a nice boozy note. But one thing that separates this from the original is the fact that the boozy note in Cocktail Intense is not as strong and doesn't feel as higher quality. Also, you pick up a bit of spiciness in the opening, but all in all, the opening is sweet, slightly boozy, slightly spicy. Once this starts to dry down, it becomes a lot sweeter. Some additional notes start to pick up sort of a strength. It becomes really sweet. There's a honey note in here, a vanilla, tonka bean, cinnamon, quite a cinnamon, strong cinnamon note in this fragrance. The boozy note starts to take more of a backseat. The spiciness also starts to go a little bit away. This mellows and becomes really, really sweet. And now on to the comparison between this and the original scent. As I said, mostly they differ in the opening. Angel Share has a very high quality opening, and also the boozy note in Angel Share is of very high quality and it's quite strong and enjoyable. Whereas Cocktail Intense, the boozy note doesn't feel that strong and it also doesn't feel of that higher quality. But once maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes pass and this enters its mid and deep dry downs, both fragrances become very, very similar, and especially in the air around the person who wears this one, it's pretty much very, very tough to actually say or tell whether you're wearing the original fragrance or whether you're wearing an alternative or a clone of Angel Share. All in all, this is one of the best alternatives on the markets right now, and I think it's only second to Zimaya's Sharaf blend. The performance of Cocktail Intense is very strong. I get somewhere between 8 and 9 hours of performance on my skin with a pretty decent projection in the first 1.5 to 2 hours. Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind about this fragrance is that it's not a very loud fragrance, meaning that it has sustained projection, but it's more on the moderate side. As I said, for about 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours. When it comes to the price tag, this fragrance usually costs somewhere between $25 to $30, and I think this is a fantastic deal for that price. If you're enjoying, if you like the original DNA and you want something cheaper, definitely for that kind of price, somewhere between $25 to $30, I think it's definitely worth it. When we talk about the versatility, this of course is a scent like with the original that's heavily oriented towards the cold weather months of the year, fall, winter, and early spring. And it's definitely more of a nighttime type of scent compared to a daytime type of scent. So it's not super versatile, it's a cold weather scent, but the one thing that helps with the versatility is the fact that this is perfectly unisex. It's so sweet that it can be worn by both guys and girls without any problem. And on to my final thoughts about Cocktail Intense from Fragrance World. Should you check this one out? If you can't get your hands on Zimaya Sharaf blend, I think Cocktail Intense is your second best option, and they really close those two fragrances. If I have to choose one, I would choose Sharaf blend. But again, as I said, if you can't get your hands with Sharaf blend, which is still a relatively new fragrance to the market, and it's more expensive from what I've seen, definitely Cocktail Intense is a great option to go if you want to get close to Kilian's Angel Share for a fraction of the price. This thing has good packaging, has very solid performance, has a very nice blend scent that will get you close to the original scent, especially on the dry down, and all that for a very reasonable price of somewhere between $25 to $30. So in my opinion, Cocktail Intense is definitely a worthy alternative to Kilian's Angel Share, and this fragrance gets a love from me. So in today's video, I showed you a great affordable alternative to Kilian's Angel Share from the House of Fragrance World Cocktail Intense. I hope that you found this video interesting or helpful. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that I'm going to see you in my next video. And until then, bye bye.